Okay, guys, so I just tried to record this and had a massive issue because my microphone, I was moving my microphone and the cord came out of the back. So, we're going to be talking about NFL predictions, as you saw in the title. I meant to record this, I think today is Thursday. I meant to record this earlier this week, but as you can probably see, um, I use a website for my predictions uh, to have a decent way to predict, and my Wi-Fi has been acting up lately, so we just got it. We just got it back today, and we're gonna get going. So first, before anything else, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to talk about the playoff picture. Midway through the season, this is week 9, so this is technically a little bit further past midway, but you know. So the 49ers at 7-0, sitting atop the NFC right now. Saints at 7-1. Packers 7-1. Cowboys 4-3. At this point, I realistically thought that the Saints would be 5-4 earlier this season. Seahawks 6-2 and Vikings also 6-2. With the Eagles being 4-4, the Cowboys have a half game lead on them, so that's still really contested. But realistically, that they've never been that great, you know. With the Patriots being 8-0, they're pretty much sitting pretty here. The Colts 5-2, Ravens 5-2, Chiefs 5-3, Bills 5-2, and Texans 5-3. So the rest of them are 5-win teams. Not saying the NFC's better, but realistically, I'm insinuating it. With exception of maybe the Patriots, maybe. But again, we don't know yet. So let's talk about the possibilities of the Jaguars, and the Titans getting into the playoffs. Not really. Like I don't see it happening. But you know, with the Chargers are actually deeply saddening. Like they should not be where they are. I know they struggled, but they should not be where they are. So let's get into this, shall we? And then with the Rams and the Panthers, well, the Saints have a 3-game lead on the Panthers. So if they get in, they're going to get in via the wild card. And it doesn't look like the NFC is doing that bad. At the midway point of the season, the Seahawks would be 12-4, and so would the Vikings at the end of the season. The Saints would be 14-2, and the 49ers right now would be 16-0. Cowboys at this point would, if you add 3 more L's, would be 10-6. So, you know, all right, let's go ahead and make these selections, shall we? We're going to start with the AFC like we normally do. Texans versus Jaguars. I got Texans here. The Jaguars, they're very inconsistent. And that's all I'll say about the Jaguars. The Jets and Dolphins. This is possibly one of the few chances, other than the Bengals, where the Dolphins actually have an opportunity at getting a W. However, their offensive line still sucks donkey ass, which is why I'm going to give this one to the Jets. We got the Colts and the Steelers. Colts are not bad by any stretch of the imagination, and the Steelers have been, subpar this year. I'm going to give that one to the Colts. Browns and Broncos. The Browns are possibly one of the biggest letdowns in the NFL this year. Like they've just been so sickeningly bad. But I still think they beat the Broncos. I know the Broncos are a pretty good team, and I know realistically they could beat the Browns, but I still got to go with the Browns. And I think people are writing off. Let's go ahead and talk about this Ravens Patriots match right quick. I think people are writing off the Ravens as one of those teams. I think they can be a sleeper. Realistically, I think they're going to hand the Patriots the first loss on the season because they're not a bad team and they're getting more and more well-rounded with Lamar Jackson every single week. And on top of that, they're coming off of a bye week. I I could see this is one of those games where it's a toss up here. You could see the Patriots winning and you could see the Ravens winning. They're both pretty good. Bills Redskins only real win the Redskins have this year. Well, let's be honest, they don't have a real win. They beat the Dolphins. Chiefs and Vikings. This one at the beginning of the year, everyone would have said Chiefs are gonna blow them out of the water, especially in Arrowhead. They're gonna get their ass kicked. However, I don't think that's so down pat anymore. The Chiefs have really been struggling without Patrick Mahomes. This is a toss-up. I'll come back to it. Panthers, Titans. Panthers are good. I think they get that W here. Go 5-3. So now we're at the Lions and the Raiders. Raiders on the downswing. Lions on the uptick as a team. I gotta go for the Lions here. They've just been really good for Lions football this year. Let's be honest. No one thought they would be 3-3 right now. We all thought they would have fell off directly after the first game. But they didn't. Same thing really goes for the Cardinals. The saddest thing is that the Bears are on the same level as the Cardinals this season. What happened there? And we're not even going to talk about this. The Chargers have just absolutely disgusted me this season. I predicted them going back and possibly challenging for another Super Bowl at the beginning of this season. Yet no, that's out of the question now. And they've really struggled lately. So I got to give that one to the Packers. 49ers will stomp the Cardinals. The Bears and the Eagles. Eagles will clutch up here. I think they do win this and make things even closer against the Cowboys. However, the Cowboys will keep up top with them at 5-3 whenever they beat the Giants this weekend. Buccaneers are not great. I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. Because the Buccaneers, they started off real decent, but they fell off so quickly. Now we're going to go back to this game. Chiefs-Vikings. I still don't know. This is one of those toss-up games. I'll give it to the Chiefs. Even though I pick the Chiefs like almost every week and whenever they lose, it just makes me look like an idiot. But I still think they're good enough to beat the Vikings. And that's not to say that the Vikings are a bad team by any means. But I just think they beat the Vikings. That's just it. Okay. So, takeaways from this. 49ers, Packers, Saints, Cowboys, Seahawks, Vikings. They all are in the playoff seed right now. Realistically, the Cowboys probably shouldn't be there. Let's be honest here. I mean, the Cowboys have the Giants and the Eagles. And no, that's right. The Redskins. They don't have anybody in their division. They're like the Patriots, only not as good because they don't even beat the competition that's in their league. Oh, and they lost to a Saints team that was debilitated at the time. Our defense is not a number one defense. It is a good defense, don't get me wrong, but it's not a number one defense. And they couldn't, I think they may have put one touchdown on the board. Come on, man. Anyway, that is my predictions for week 9. It's sad